Approach a target inconspicuously at a dance party. There may be missions requiring a sort of subterfuge. It's expected of C to learn various skills. Oh, so it's work-related. That's too bad. Pupper! Pupper! Pupper alert! Alert! Here, let me introduce you to my briefly teleporting dog. Yeah, sometimes there are a few glitches with our increased texture pack. This is my partner. Yeah, apparently a detail is, apparently Renova's dog is actually a girl, and it's just like, they didn't realise that Angelo is the male version of the name. So, like, in certain translations they, like, correct it to Angela instead. But, yeah, so, I don't, should we just call it Angela? Because, like, or, like, who knows, maybe it's just a cross-dressing dog. I don't even. What's a good pupper name? Alright, is anyone in the chat got a dog? Give me a dog name, guys. It'd be so cute if I could have a dog named after one of your dogs. Those are adorable names, but this is a girl dog. Ah! Then again, this is a girl dog that already was named for a boy dog, so I don't know. Maybe this is a gender non-conforming dog. This dog is an icon for the LGBT community! Blink, 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 blonk, blink, blink. Blink, blonk, blink, blank. Blink, blonk. I'm just gonna call you Blonk. Your name is Blonk now. I'm not good for names, so I just pick the cutest syllable that pops into my brain. Your name is Blonk and I will cherish you so much. Blonk is really smart. Here, let me tell you. I love you, Blonk. Minnie's limit break uses Blonk. The tricks Blonk can learn as little mistakes. Blonk is like the sound of like when a really like enthusiastic dog just runs up and jumps on you. Blonk Cannon! The fourth status screen lists all the tricks that Blonk can learn. Yeah. From what I remember, it's like you learn more tricks. Cause like her dog is just her limit break, but like you learn more tricks by like how far you run around. It's like a pedometer mini game. It's interesting. It's just a shame that not everyone has like a mini game for the limit break. I think she's the only one who has any sort of like customizability for the limit break. Aside from like Kista, she can learn different limit breaks by eating different items, but like that's not really the same as having a fun little mini game for it. I guess dogs just count as GFs in this one. Yeah, and you get the. It basically is the same as how like what's it called? Zell gets them from certain items, Christus gets them from certain items, but in this you also get a mini game to learn them. I have some important work to do now. Be good, Blonk. Blonk, be good. Blonk is good. Blonk is the best. Blonk is so cuddle waddle. Blonk is so good. High definition Blonk model is the biggest blessing we've got. Okay, I'll meet you there. She's so shy and warm. And slightly teleporting. Snuggle, wuggle, buggle, pal. Anyway, interrupting briefly for dog-related hugs. Yeah, this the dog and Zell's mum are the only characters who have that glitch of briefly teleporting in and out. I have no idea what they have in common, but okay. Time to talk to the consortium of average guys. We reached our destination, that's why we came to such a sudden stop. Of course there's nothing wrong with the train, I'm the one who's taking care of it. You're having a strategy meeting, right? Better get going. By the way, you're really lucky to come away without a scratch. What? Is Renoa known for like attacking people who wake her up? Zzz. Have a good sleep, relaxing train, man. You deserve it. You are the most endearing character we've seen so far. See, I've been saying that about like every single NPC so far. Activating hug reflector. Casting carbuncle. Because if I remember correctly, carbuncle you get that GF near the end of this disc. So we're far away from carbuncle right now. But when we do, carbuncle will give us the power of reflecting hugs. This is Zal. This is Salve. Hi everyone! I just noticed that, what's his name, Watts, he has very interesting shit. No wait, those are belts on his shoes too! I just thought it was a white pattern, he's also got belts on his shoes. Oh my god, Selfie also has a belt on his shoes! What is with everyone in shoe belts? I always appreciate Zell's sassy gay pose. Seriously. It gives so much good, like, unique personality just from everyone having very unique different animations. Just stand anywhere you want. And in any way that shows your personality through good animations. It's a full-scale operation. Our assistants, the Forest Owls, will be forever known in the pages of Timber's independence. Hell yeah, let's start a really interesting and fun section of the game, yay! Which is also a very challenging and not fun section of the game, yay! But you feel so good when you finally conquer this ridiculous minigame. Anyway, exciting, huh? I wish the whole game was just about carrying out the different missions. Sassy gay pose Sal again. It all started when we got a hold of top secret info from Garibaldi. I got the info, sir! Congratulations, Watts. The VIP from Garibaldi coming from Timber. Super VIP! Guy's name is Vinza Dealing, our arch enemy and the president of Garibaldia. Vinza Dealing is a scoundrel! And Sal just walks over and like punches a portrait of him in the background. I love it, there's so much details in the animations you never saw on a PS1 version. It was so hard to make out what on earth was even happening. The dictator, not a president, not even popular in Garibaldia, sir. President Dealing's taking a private train from the Garibaldian capital. Our plan is to blow it up with a rocket launcher? Blow it to smithereens or rocket launcher? I can't believe that was the line I remembered out of this entire scene. Southie's cool. Not quite. I love it, you guys are terrified by us. So get to the point, just tell us what to do. Shall we begin? First I go over the model. The yellow train in the top right is our base, we're riding in it right now. Right next to it is a dummy car. We made it to look just like the president's car. Except it's blue and all of the cars are green over there. Their train has 3 cars. First is a locomotive, followed by the first escort. The red car is a president's car, yet our dummy car is blue. Did no one notice this error? The last car is a second escort. Once we get on this one, I really always liked the description of how this mission came off. Like, it's such a complicated mission to pull off. It's like this, where it's so cool. Like, you're trying to hijack a train while it's still running, without anyone noticing that you've hijacked the train. It's just such a fucking cool idea. Like, the way they pull it off is maybe not necessarily the best kind of gameplay. It's from what I remember, the only problem was really that they didn't tutorialize very well what you were supposed to be doing in every section. But the whole idea of just pulling off all these different operations or different mini games, having to pull it off within a time limit, it was just really cool. I really like the mission structure and all the mission-based sections of the game. Honestly, I wish the whole game was just about doing seed missions. Our ultimate goal is to seize the president in his car using our base. It means I have to switch our dummy car with the president's car, despite them being in the opposite colour and also having the pattern point in the opposite direction and the pattern one of them being silver and one of them being gold. Did you even try? We use the 2 switch points leading up to Timber to carry out this operation. Okay, now I'm going to explain the procedures in 7 steps. Yeah, here's where things get really confusing, how it's trying to explain a very complicated, operation, and it doesn't explain it very well. Hopefully I'll be able to do this easier than I did as a kid, because, I have experience now, I know how it's actually supposed to go, but my memory of all the instructions for the various minigames are probably not going to be very good, because I literally haven't played this game since I was, 12. So, yeah. We'll get on the roof of the second escort by jumping from the dummy car. Proceed cautiously across the roof of the second escort. The second escort car is the only one that has sensors, sir. A high-tech officer is on board. I'll talk about the sensors later. Yeah, they don't even explain everything all at once. It's all mixed up, what explains what, and just, proceed across the roof of the president's car. I can move across the roof of the president's car without worrying too much. Dealing hates the company of his guard and being surrounded by sensors and keeps him away from his car. Uncouple the first escort car. Have to complete the uncoupling before the first switch point. If we don't, boom, game over, right? Yeah, so we'll have to move fast. I'll explain the uncoupling process later. A dummy car and a base move in after uncoupling. After the car is uncoupled, we'll have a dummy car and our base move in. At this point, our train and their train will be linked and moving together. Uncouple a second escort car. So last uncoupling, the process will probably be similar to the first one. Escape of the President's car on our base. Yeah, it's such a cool operation, seriously. Like, having to sneak in and uncouple a train car and replace it with a different train car, and then sneakily attach that replacement train car to a different train car, and take away the original train car and have it go off at an intersection, and then stick the train car in the back on without anyone noticing at any point that the train cars have been switched. Like, this must be, like, it makes sense how this is an incredibly difficult minigame, because that sounds like an incredibly difficult plan to pull off. Like, if anything goes wrong, this is all going to go incredibly wrong. And it's actually quite surprising and impressive that nothing along the way actually does go wrong, and, like, in the end, the thing that goes wrong is something that no one could have predicted, is the fact that there's a cool boss monster. But yeah, if this all goes well, we should be able to escape with the President's car, if this incredibly implausible plan goes well. After that, we'll return to our base and prepare to confront Dealing. Exactly 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do all this shit. Like, you don't even get 1 minute per step. If we fail, our train will collide with theirs at the switch point and it'll be all over. Don't forget that. 5 minutes? Are you sure that's enough? According to the simulation we ran, it should only take 3 minutes to complete the operation. Piece of cake for seeds, right? I hope we get cake after we complete this. Like, seriously, school deserves to have an entire wedding cake for pulling off this impossible nonsense. Of course, too easy. And Selfie is just too badass for this world, honestly. Like, if Selfie was a protagonist, this game probably would have got resolved a lot faster. Like, honestly, I think that's why I'm not warming up to Renoa very well yet. It's because, like, Selfie already exists as, like, a comically childish and cheerful character, and so does Zal, and they both pull it off, like, more endearingly than her. Anyway, now let's talk about how to avoid a sense on the second escort. Yeah, it's so confusing how they don't explain everything, like, in the order. They explain the order of the 7 steps, and then they go back and say this is what happens on step number 2. The guards are a sound sensor and a temperature sensor. Yeah, oh god, and there's 2 sensors you have to avoid. Any sound will trigger a sound sensor, so move across really quietly. The blue guard is carrying a... Oh yeah. Okay, so you have to walk at some sections and you have to run at some sections. Which should actually be easier playing this on a PS4 controller on a PC. Because if I remember correctly, on the PS1 version, like, the way to walk was just to, like, tilt the stick very slowly. I can never manage to pull it off. But on these controls, you can hold down a button to, like, automatically walk or run, which is a lot easier. The temperature sensor will go off if it remains. Yeah, so basically, run at some points, walk at some points. The guard runs carrying that one, so. The guard opens the blind, that means he's checking the sensor to be careful. Wait, which one was which? Shit, I've already... Oh. The range on these sensors is equal to the length of one window, so keep an eye on the window below, sir. So, exactly how do you avoid them? Stop if there's a blue card, run if there's a red card. Okay. Oh wait, so no, you don't have to walk, you stop or you run. Okay. So, was it a section later in the game where you had to specifically walk? I'm sure there's one section we had to specifically walk, and it was really hard for me to do that on the PS1, because just, like, tilting the stick, because I have, like I said, I have really bad, like, hand-eye coordination, so I would always end up tilting the stick too much. The same as how I end up, like, not being very good at sharpening pencils. That's why I've got a mechanical pencil sharpener now, is because when I try and sharpen pencils on my own, I always hold the pencil too tight and snap the lead off the end. But yeah, basically run or stop depending on which card. So, blue is stop, red is go. Okay. Which is the opposite of what you would expect, actually. That's about it for the sensors. Okay, now let's talk about how to uncouple the escort cars. Question! What the fuck is going on? This is a very confusing section. How can you uncouple the cars from a moving train? We can't uncouple the cars directly. Instead, we'll have to tamper with the control system that manages the coupling. Temporarily disable a circuit for connection, the car will uncouple automatically. To disable, you have to enter several codes. You have the codes. Minnie has them, so. I'll be in charge of relaying the codes to Tempest. Oh yeah, God, you have to like rapidly enter the right buttons too. Oh, there's so many different mini games you have to do all simultaneously within like 5 minutes. Tempest should slide down. Oh yeah, you have to slide down, and then if the guards come close, you have to slide back up. So you have to enter the codes while doing the red is go and the blue is stop thing. Oh, this is gonna kill me. So yeah, if we fail this like 20 times, then this is why. Tempest will slide down the side of the train using a cable and enter the code into the system. Now you need to listen carefully to this incredibly convoluted pile of instructions that you've probably already forgotten. Each code is made of. Oh god, yeah, and they don't even just tell you the buttons. It's like the buttons all apply to different numbers, so I have to remember. And it doesn't even make any sense. It's like the circle button is 1, and like wouldn't you expect the button at the top and the button at the bottom to be 1? Ah. I keep on moving numbers and saying it's buttons. Yeah. I am already mind melding and I'm going back to the Laguna dimension, just trying to focus on this. I have to be quick and precise. I have about 5 seconds to enter this incredibly complicated mini-game. Otherwise the code will change, the past entry will become invalid. Just like we said, you have to enter all the codes to save the code. Holy fuck. After a couple of codes. I can see why people dislike this mini-game, because like after all this trouble, at the end you end up like failing and having a boss battle anyway. But for me the boss battle was like the reward for the section, because it was such a cool boss battle. After a couple of cars, I have to wait for the others to operate a rail switch. Then we're going to 5 minutes and 5 seconds and 5 everything. A lot of 5s. So make sure that you're prepared. Okay, let's try practicing entering the code. Enter 3 codes and be finished. If you want to quit, hold down L1. Can we quit and hold down L1 in like the actual game? That's what I entered. That's cute, at least that the question marks are all different colours. That's good that they gave us a tutorial for that, because like I was already clicking the buttons before, like I didn't realise you had to wait a few seconds for the text box to go off screen before you're allowed to start entering the buttons. So yeah, you got it? And the real thing is a strict time limit leading up to a switch point, don't forget that. That's all. By the way, this model's nice, but the President's car was kind of shabby-wise. Okay, that was actually intentional, okay. Yeah, Minnie made it, that's why we bought everything else at the gift store. Okay, good on you, game. I retract my previous complaints. It's actually intentional, thank you. Oh, I thought some kid made it. The paint job sucks too. Thank you for pointing it out. Thank you for being aware. I guess that's a good in-joke, because like obviously they had to make the 2 cars different colours to make a tutorial understandable, but like obviously they would have to be same colour in the actual game, otherwise like they would obviously notice that the car had been replaced. So yeah, having the excuse be it's the wrong colour because Renoa made it and she's not very good at this, that's good. That's a good meta joke for like having a gameplay function be slightly easier. Yeah, it kind of does. Oh, shut up. I made it look like that on purpose. It represents my hatred towards stealing. Hatred, yeah, right. It's one of the ugliest things I've ever seen in my life. You must really hate it. Guys, stop. Please stop roasting her. She's already dead. As Renoa's lightly turning over a barbecue. Are you guys finished? Nothing about the model. Can we get on with it? Okay, that was worth it. That made the whole thing worth it. I don't understand, but let's just fucking do it. Let's decide on the party. Gathering information is my specialty, sir. I'm gonna run the fuck away. Ah, my stomach! So yeah, these guys are not gonna become party members, alas. We're moving again, I'll go take a look. Talk to Watch when you're ready. The sooner the better. Yeah, let's go back to the room of the lovely pleasant place. Oh yeah, just the president's dummy. How did they manage to make a realistic robot with like a voice thing in it? That dummy looks real. No one ever realized it's a thing. Like, is it a robot or is it just like some sort of like big rubber person or something with like a speaker in it? Again, more proof that, like, relaxing train man guy is, like, the best character. Apparently, he made a realistic goddamn robot out of nothing. You can have a dummy hold a newspaper. That way his face is covered. No guy would dare look over the paper after what we programmed him to say. I'm the one who made the dummy. Oh, you were the one who made the. Congratulations for you then. I'm the one who made the dummy president. Talks when you get close enough. Hopeless with tricks and arms. Okay, you are the amazing man who somehow made a robot out of literally nothing. These guys, like, what if this is a story? Like, I want a story of Laguna's trio. I want a story of this trio. Like, there's so many, like, trios of random NPCs who have a more interesting story than you. Anyway. See the dummy of the president, sir? If you haven't, please take a look. See, it's like a piece of art. See, he supports the random trio of realistic-looking men. I know a kidnapping plan must be tough, but best luck to you, sir. We need to give him a nickname. Like, they need a team name. It should be like Team Averageman. But that makes them sound like they're bad. Like, I think them looking like average human beings is a good thing. Like, seriously. I want to see their story more than Squall's story. Squally. Squall's squarry. Stall's squarry. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Now let's play the good and awesome mission with a really cool boss character at the end of it. Yeah! And by good and awesome, I mean, like, incredibly difficult and awesome. I didn't realise that the text actually says the president's private train in there. That's cool. Tempest, over here! Oh, the music is so good in this. Give me a second, crank it up. I can't really hear it right now because you've got the train noise as well. Oh, this song was so good. I think it's the big reason why I love this mission so much. Catch up with the second escort soon. Let's get ready. Time I jumps well after we catch up to him to save some time. From now on, we have exactly 5 minutes. Let's go. Okay, I'm not going to be wasting time reading out the dialogue. So, like, if people are clicking off and listening to this while they're doing something else, it's probably a time to click back on because, like, this is going to be incredibly tense to try and finish this in 5 minutes. It's an incredibly unfair section of the game, so I'm probably not going to be reading out all the dialogue. And yeah, okay. Try to use every second. Yeah, fucking hell. I'm gonna hug my Dr. Snap plushie very tight. Give me strength, sir. Run, let me run. Run, jump. Oh god, that squall leap is ridiculous. Tempest over here. Oh, this song is so good. Oh, fuck. What? Oh, it's not working, okay. Oh, I forgot. Like, the first train doesn't work. Okay. Oh, this part of the song is so fucking good. I forgot that they fucking fake you out of thinking you have to do that minigame immediately, but then no, the first one, the census doesn't work, and you have to only do it on the second one. Okay. Thank God. We have a little bit easier than we expected. Sir, everything's in order, sir. Okay, I don't think the timer keeps going down during cutscenes, so we have time. First time I played this game, I thought that this soldier was supposed to be Laguna, because, like, you just come out of, like, I didn't know it was, like, a flashback at the time. I just thought, like, we came out of a scene where, like, we go into the brain of a Galbaldian soldier. I assumed that it would be a Galbaldian soldier that's relevant to, like, the current scene where we are fighting Galbaldia. So I assumed that this soldier here was Laguna, and, like, you just can't tell because he's got his helmet on. But no, apparently, like, the Laguna scenes were actually several years in the past, and this is just a completely irrelevant soldier. You again. That's 27 times now. How many more times do you plan to stir me with a meaningless report? Sir, I'm sorry, sir. It's my duty, sir. It's hard to believe that anyone put up for this nonsense. Guess none of my business. Dismissed. Sir, yes, sir. Dealing you a little bit. You deserve everything that happens to you. Oh, there goes the next page. Yeah, it was this scene where, like, you get to hear what the soldier is thinking, and, like, it made me think that it was Laguna because, like, it's being very relatable to him, I guess. I don't know. Like, here we have a sympathetic soldier who's, like, slightly pathetic and slightly neurotic and all that, and then Laguna is also that, but no, just unrelated soldier, and just for no reason whatsoever we get to hear his inner thoughts. How am I gonna propose to her now? I'm gonna have to put it off again. That made me think this is Laguna with Julia, but no, it's completely unrelated soldier, which has no relevance to the plot whatsoever, and just for no reason they're just telling you that he's about to propose to his wife. What if I was intentionally, like, as an off-putting thing to put you off the trail and make you think that it wasn't Wait, why is that timer not going down? I guess that section, yeah, the timer will go back on when we continue or something. Is the first escort going to copper this first? Like, what sense should be 2 guards in this car? And now we get to do the sensor thing. Okay. Let's know early if you see them coming. Alright, I'll watch the blue guard. I'll take the red guard. I love Selfie's little gremlin-like the crouching pose. She's like a gargoyle. The red guard is closer. Remember, keep an eye on him too. Hold down L1 to look to your left and release to your back. Okay, ready to enter the coach. Okay. Yeah, it's just like, it gets you all so off-putting because like you're there, you thinking you have to do the run and walk section first, but then instead you have to do the code section first. It's down to go down, okay. Come back up, press up. Let's do it. I'm pressing down. Pressing down. Okay. Okay. Okay, wait for the guard, wait for the guard, wait for the guard, wait for the guard, wait for the guard. Where is the guard? Zell said the guard was coming real fast, but he's not. How slow are you, goddamn god? Are you just here to oh, and the red guard is coming. Goddamn, are you here just to delay us more? You've almost got 1 minute gone already, fuck. I love the endearing animations for the red guard shuffling along all awkwardly. Anyway, down, 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 go, go, go. 3, 3, 4, 2. Oh my god. Give me the next code, give me the next code, we can do the next code, give me the next code. 2, 3, 2, 2. Give me the next code, give me the next code, give me the next code! Come on! Give us this way. Okay, that's all the codes, that's all the codes, all the codes, all the codes. This way down. Back, run, 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 run. Fuck. God, this music is so intense and fitting for this whole scene. I love a cutscene where for no reason we can shimmy around. Look at that! Why do they give you freedom of movement in these cutscenes? Like, you can't do anything reasonable, you can only just make the cutscene very funny. What should I do? I know he's not going to like it, but it's my job. Sir, everything is in order, sir. Huh? He's not angry, phew. Oh, that's strange. Oh, he's reading the paper. I wonder where he got it. What? Is there a problem? I'm in a bad mood right now, sir. There's nothing in particular. I order you to leave immediately. Sir, aye, aye, yes, sir. You don't just stand and get back to your station. Sir, yes, sir. There goes another paycheck. That's 2 in 1 day. I feel so sorry for you random NPC Galbaldian soldier man who is not Laguna. But what the heck? Is this the right train? The interior looks different. Looks a bit shabbier. Maybe not. What am I going to do? No ring and no more candlelit dinner. I'm never going to be able to get married. Why did they give this guy a whole story? I want to hear his story. Why does this game have so many NPCs that are more endearing than the main characters? There's a second escort after this, we're home free. I think there are 2 guards on this car too. Sounds like we have a head, we're going to come to the plane. So now we do the stop and start minigame. God, I can't remember why I got so fucking tense playing this as a kid, because it tells you like, oh, the first minigame you have to do is this one, but then no, you have to do the other minigame first, and you got prepared and just like, That's how I always get, That's how I always get, like I get anxious about doing something, and then like if suddenly my plans change, I get extra super anxious, and I can't even handle like doing plans in the opposite order. If I plan for 2 things and I have to do them in the opposite order, I just like Thankfully I'm not as panicked this time, because like this time I know that like if you fail you just like restart from the save point. But yeah, when I was a kid I was like this was my first RPG I'd ever played, so I didn't know that like you restart from the save point when you lose. I was like, do you restart the whole game if you lose? Anyway, so you're on your own this time. What you might decide to do is hold down R1. So, Oh wait, so we have to enter the codes again? Wait, do we never have to do the run and stop minigame? This game is just like this. They deliberately told you the plan and gave you the wrong plan to make you fucking anxious. Give me codes, give me codes, give me codes. 1, 2, 4, 1. 1. Check my right, check my right, check my right. Not moving, not moving. 1, 4, 3, 4. And then go up, because it's definitely going to start moving after the... Run, 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 there. Yeah, got it. Okay. This is fucking tense. Like, I was saying I wouldn't be this tense playing it a second time because I have memories of my childhood. No, I am this tense. If I got 3 minutes, I'm good, but 3 minutes seems like such a small amount of time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4! Check to the right, check to the right, check to the right. Are they coming? Are they coming back? Are they coming back? Are they coming back? They're not coming back, they're not coming back. 1, 4, 2, 1! 1, 4, 2, 1. And go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Because they're not going to let you do 3 codes in a row, but they've got to move after the second code. Yeah, the blue card is coming round. Okay. Blue card's coming round. The blue card is coming round so slow, I'm on a fucking time limit, come on! I still love the little shuffle the red guard does. It's very endearing, but come on! Move faster, bitch! Move faster, Mr. Krabs and Squidward! That's what they remind me of! My brain is going to strange places! Code me up, baby! 1, 2, 1, 4! 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 4. I hate how this chord is in between the sections of the thing. Come on, codes! Code all, code all, code all, code all, code. We're done, we're good. Why is everything taking so slow? Why is there so much positive stuff? Come on! Shimmy, 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 shimmy. The cutscenes are really fucking cool. Is there any wonder I found this super intense and rad? Intense train action! Sophie is so right, trains are cool! Yeah, so the car actually is like the same colour red as the President's car in this. Okay. Confirmed, it was just Renault's model is the wrong colour. Okay. Finally, waited so long for this encounter with Vince. I'm sure it will go perfectly well with no problems. Was that perfect, sir? Amazing, sir. You're the best, sir. The seed rank went up. That's good! I didn't know that you get a seed rank up if you actually do the minigame right without any problems. Oh my god. That's the first time I've ever completed this in the time limit. Holy fuck. Well then. Leave the intelligence up to me, sir. And ow, my stomach, I can't do this yet. They're endearing, they only have one joke, but it's a very endearing joke. I wish I got to see more of them. If I recall correctly, you don't really see him again after this scene. Like, they made so much effort to introduce all these characters in the Timber Resistance, and you barely ever see them again. You three, tell me when you're ready to go. As soon as you're ready, I'll begin serious negotiations with the President. Serious negotiations. Better make sure my GF's agree. Yeah, that was a good way of tutorialing tutorialing the characters. Okay. Well, he's got to have one character who's got item and one who's got magic. And it's so weird how you can't both use items and magic. Do we have a spot to save here? Because yeah, it'd be good if we could save here, because it'd be more easy for me to end up to do not yet. It'd be easier for me to do the texture editing for the boss, because then we don't have to play for the whole mission again. Best of luck, sir. Keep it locked here. God, I fucking love this song. Ow, ow, my stomach. Yep. Where is the Pepto business? Clipping from a magazine. Read it? Okay. Anarchist Monthly, first issue. Garibaldi's dictator, President Vince Dealing Special. How does he stay in power? Vince Dealing Special? Is his surname special? No, oh, it means it's a special of the magazine about Vince Dealing. Okay. I was like, what? should put this song on my playlist of like songs to use in an RPG Maker game someday. Let's go check in on like the consortium of regular relatable men. See the clipping on the board in the conference room. Atticus monthly used to write special reports about the president. Saw the guy who wrote for that magazine being taken away to prison. Oh, being in prison for telling the truth is downright wrong. That's fucked up. These guys do have a story behind them. The Forest Owls are... Watson's own fathers founded the Forest Owls. Okay. Forest Owls used to... 18 years ago, on the day before the big invasion, an all-out hunt for resistance members. Watson's son's dads both died to protect everyone in the city. Okay, no wonder they're scared of fighting then. Jeez. Like, the comical social anxiety stomach aches have a PTSD reason behind them. Okay, relatable, that's the same reason mine are. Oh, Galbaldian soldiers shot them in front of their sons as a warning. Fuck! Everybody looked away as they were executed. Except their sons. Fuck! Christ! See, completely optional bit of dialogue giving, like, really, like, sympathetic, relatable backstory to, like, the comical stomachache man. He then glared down at two of them like they were just rats. He had just become president, so to show his power, he took a soldier's gun and shot their father's already dead bodies. Fucking Christ, I already hated this president man, like, Christ. Like, game, you didn't have to go this hard. You didn't have to go this hard and reveal it only in optional dialogue that everyone else would have missed. Seriously, you have to like deliberately like not continue the plot and just go walk back to the save spot room, and then you get two opportunities to say no to listen to this guy's story, and like you missed this important bit of plot if you didn't talk to the consortium of average men. As everyone should constantly talk to them because they're very interesting and have lovely character designs. Fuck! This evil president man personally came along and was like, oh, I've just seen you execute two dads in front of their young sons, and it wasn't good enough, I'm gonna mutilate their bodies a bit more. From that day on, I decided to carry on with their father's work as the Forest Owls. I decided to become a member after hearing that stuff. Okay, I have a name for these guys. These guys are now called the Adoptive Dad Trio. They are like the team of dads. They joined the goddamn resistance out of sheer dad instinct for some poor orphans. Oh my god. Like, Christ, like, how young were Zone and Watson when this happened? Like, were they actually raised by the consortium of dads? And Squall is just like, he has nothing to say to that. Squall! Of all things, like, I would think, like, even Squall would be crying hearing that. How could no one... Oh. We Forest Owls. I mean, looking like a bunch of jokers to you guys, but we all have our stories. Fucking personally mutilate some dead dads. Fucking Christ. Jesus fuck. Holy shit. It isn't enough to make me regret talking to the nice character design dad men, but oh god, it almost does. Hey, don't you want to know how Minnie and Cypher know each other? I just joined the Forest Owls, so I don't really know it. Oh, you're a new recruited dad. So, those two... Okay, so that re-establishes my ship. These two are the adoptive dads for Zone and Watts, and they're a nice couple. And this guy is a new guy who just joined in. But he's joined the dad's group. Because, like, the sheer dad energy. Sorry, the sheer power of which I said that just destroyed my throat. I just joined the Forest House, I don't really know everything yet. No one tell me, why is that? The mystery is killing me. Jesus. The mystery is killing me so much I fell asleep immediately. I like this guy. This should just be like the dad room. The room of dads, the dad recruiting club. The thing I like, here we have two dads, we've recruited a new dad to the daddings. Oh, thank you, Nova. You were a fucking sweetheart, god damn it. Like, you constantly, like, you give me, like, the platonic and good equivalent of a jump scare. Like, I'm just here going on, I don't expect a nice and pleasant, lovely sentence from my good friend Nova, and then there it is. Back to the room of a teleporting dog. This train really has it all. Oh, there's a magazine that wasn't there before. Oh, yeah, you get some extra dog abilities. Free dog abilities. You ever wished a pet could rescue you in battle? This is just a trick for your dog to learn. Dog finds and uses potions and other cures to remember who's near hit KO with this trick. It's called Blanc Recover. Recover all your Blancs. A very nice trick indeed. That's like the best one you could possibly get. Like, wow, I didn't know you could get that this early. Okay, I'm definitely changing to learn Blanc Recover now. But we can't learn it yet because she's not in our party, so we don't get points for learning that. Let's give Blanc another couple. I love the animations for the pets. I love the animations for everyone in this game. This game is very animations. Anyway, we'll just save again because I don't want to end up forgetting to pick up that Pet Pal magazine. We'll save again. This is going to be our good save for like to see if my texture mod actually work for this boss. Well, first we'll play with the regular textures because, of course, we don't want to like ruin the whole experience by like making it unintentionally comical if my texture edit doesn't work. Ah, there we go. me. There we go. Let's briefly becoming a monster for a second.